Fuck the money. Yeah, for the bounce out there. Hey, fuck the money and the fame. Who, when, and what I do. I am Vinny Kr3w. I own B4YT Productions, which is a production company that basically focuses on filming and promotion as far as shows go right now. That's our main thing, I guess I would say. And then we also have Fuck the Money and the Fame, which is the brand and the group name. And we have multiple artists, ranging from T. Lamar to Louis Crouton, Merce. We have a lot of people on the team, bro. And Blase Bay, very important. Devontae Williams, which is a good friend of mine for a really long time. Um, and then, what was the last one you wanted?
Uh, where were you born?
I was born in Rockford, Illinois, at Rockford Memorial Hospital. Yes, sir.
Now, Vinny, how did the music start for you?
Um, I ain't gonna lie. I was 8 years old, bro, and I started writing raps based off of like listening to hip hop artists like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dre, Tupac. My dad loved all of those artists, and Warren G. Anywhere from Scarface. There were so many artists that my dad listened to as a young child, and I grew a real attachment to hip hop. So I started writing lyrics when I was like 8 years old. Right? And so I can remember the first time I like had actually wrote something down. I was like, man, I'm finna show my mom. You know what I'm saying? Go downstairs. I go downstairs. I show her. I'm like, Mom, check these rhymes out. Boom, I'm busting the rhymes out. She was like, ha ha. She was like, your rap name could be Whitey Tighty. I was like, oh, you funny as fuck. So like since then, you know what I'm saying? It was something like I did behind the scenes just because, obviously my mom and them thought it was funny, and so to me, like at that point, it was a joke for them, like to me being a rapper someday, you know what I'm saying? And then I just kept taking it serious behind the scenes, man, and just kept writing stuff. And then when I turned 15 years old, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to buy my own shit. So I bought a bunch of recording equipment, and me and my homie Devontae, we just started recording shit. And then we opened up we had a group then called Steady Rollin'. And the reason why it was called Steady Rollin' is because we were steady rolling weed at the time. And so we went to this fucking store down the street that we used to buy all our blunts from and shit. And then they had like this big ass White House sign outside. So we stole the White House sign and then incorporated Steady Rollin' into the White House sign, and then all the members like signed the little like where they would put the price at type thing. And then that was the kick. That was the kick of like really being a part of music, like really saying like, hey, I recorded songs and not just wrote them. I recorded songs and put them on wax. You know what I'm saying? And then that was the start, bro. And then since then, everything else is just history.
Yeah, may I bring it back, bro? Like when you started to write rhymes, did you know what you were writing, or were you just putting words together?
Honestly, I was just putting words together at the time. Like, I was just having fun. Me and my brothers were always joking around, talking shit. So I was just, like, talking shit. I would say shit, like, funny shit, like poop jokes and shit to my little brothers and shit. Like, this is real shit. Like, I'm not gonna stunt to you.
Yeah.
We used to do funny, silly stuff. So it was a really good time, bro, back then, just writing and not having any, like, purpose, but just having fun writing. You know what I'm saying? And just, like, coming up with good punchlines and funny shit to say.
And when you got older and it got a little bit more serious, like, where did you start to where did you structure something like for real?
When I actually started structuring music and like started like having purpose and things that I was gonna write about when I started that thing with Devontae when I was 15, the Steady Rolling thing. He actually pushed me. He was like a mentor of mine as well, as well as a friend. But he was a super good mentor, bro, because he taught me so much. Like he taught me how to not just write anything, but write about like a concept, like actually have a concept. So he taught me how to do that, and then he gave me, things that I take with me all the way till now. Like I even support some of the homies in this way. Like I tell them, like you need to have a dictionary at the source, because you could always be learning new words, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. And if you don't have a dictionary at the source, you know what I'm saying, you fall short sometimes of words that you can't use, or you start replaying words that you've already used. You know what I mean? So having that is just gonna always give you that extra step, bro. And he taught me how to do that. So I read the fucking dictionary from front to back because this man told me it would make me a better rapper. So I actually could still not tell you like all the fucking words that I learned, but like, I read it, so it was like there, and the things that I did take from it, ended up utilizing. It made my raps at the time a lot better. So I think the first rap that I wrote that had meaning was a rap actually about my parents and like the shit that I endured with them growing up, you know what I'm saying, and the relationship that we had at the time. And that was like my first like actual like meaningful rap. And Devontae was blown away, but he kept telling me, he was like, He's like, there's just something like you just gotta change your cadences, bro. You're always just like dun 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 dun. There's no like switch up. You know what I'm saying? It's like now I rap and it's like you know what I'm saying? That's what he means by like a cadence. But I used to be trash, I guess, in my cadences when I first started.
Dude, and if who did you look for in like
as far as inspiration?
Yeah.
I had said earlier, Zen was one of those people I looked up to. Zen makes really, really conscious music, bro. Shout out to Zen. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. Zen Kingsley. He does photos and makes music. He's a great person. I did. What did I do? I did the recording thing. I was telling you. I recorded in. I sat in on a session that they recorded for Zen, and then that's when I really grew an attachment to his music. And then he put out the "Goodbye Winter" music video. I think it is. I think it's "Goodbye Winter." I watch it all the fucking time because it's actually a really good song. But it's a song about him. It's a song about him hating the fucking snow, right? But it sounds like it's a song about a girl. So like, he actually that was I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you can have a song about an object, and it could sound like it's about a person. You know what I'm saying? So there's just like so many ways to use metaphors and to create that image for you. That way you get attached to the song type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot from him, and he taught me basically like never to sell yourself short, bro. Like real shit, you gotta always know your worth and speak on something. Don't just be blabbering your mouth off, you know what I'm saying, or talking about anything. Just speak on some shit. Like really bless people with a message rather than just, you know what I'm saying, rapping about whatever, like which I was doing with my little brothers when I first started type shit. Just writing lyrics, you know what I'm saying. He actually was one of those people that helped me do the meaning thing too, because like I was saying, Devontae helped me with that shit a lot when I started doing the fucking reading the dictionary and shit, and just like getting better with words and trying to have meaning behind it. But Zen inspired it in a way where it was like, now I see how it's supposed to be structured. You feel what I'm saying? Because Devontae had songs back then, but he had songs with other people where they were like really turn up songs. I wish I could find those fucking songs, dude. Hey, I swear to God, after this, we call him Vonnie, bro. We're gonna find those fucking songs. He used to have some of the two hottest songs in the Rockford area, bro, with Sean G. Y'all know who Sean G is? You don't know who Sean G is? Okay, Sean G was an artist that's from Rockford. I mean, he has a track record, you know what I'm saying, with the other people. I mean, it's probably not always the greatest, you know what I'm saying, but it just is what it is. He lived his life here in Rockford. He had his time, and now Sean G is not really mentioned a lot, but he was a dope-ass rapper, and still is a dope-ass rapper if you watching this. But yeah, they had these hot-ass songs, bro, and they used to be so hot, like, we would bump them every day on the way to fucking school, and I used to just, like, be like, what the fuck, why am I not on none of these songs? And that's when I ended up buying the equipment, because I'm just like, bro, I want to be on the fucking song. I want somebody to be like, yeah, that's Vinny, that's my homie Vinny on the fucking song, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit, so.
And did you know what equipment to buy?
I didn't. So, look, the first thing, so it's the first thing every time. I knew what I needed. I did not know what was good to buy. So I knew what I needed. So don't get me wrong. I did my research on that part. But I bought home Sonar Studio from fucking Guitar Center. Shit was trash. Yeah. I didn't like it at all. I mean, I had like the flat screen TV and then like a Dell laptop with the home sonars on it. And so then I would just HDMI the Dell laptop to the TV. And then it's really crazy because my grandma's house used to be so cool, bro. Like, she had this room that was upstairs. Like, she had these two rooms upstairs, but one of them had, like, this 80s, like, shag carpet in it. You know what I'm saying? And it was wood like this, but they were, like, stained panels that went this way. So it almost just was like you was in, like, a little bitty wooden cabin upstairs, you know? Okay, yeah. But that was my room. And so, like, I foamed out the walk-in closet all the way around, bought the, like, stand that goes on the wall so, like, the mic kind of, like, stick out in front of you type shit. Or hang down if you were taller or shorter or whatever it was. But I bought everything, bro, and decked that piece out. It was probably like the best studio I ever fucking had. And I wish I would have had the equipment that I have now in that studio and still had that space, because I felt the most creative in that space. You know, there was times where me and Vonnie would be in the studio till 6 o'clock in the morning, and we got school the next day. My man's Vonnie's in the studio like this with the headphones on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so we spent a lot of time, like, working, bro. And it was just me and him most of the time because he lived with me at the time, you know what I'm saying? I had the spot. He ain't had nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying? We just trapped it out for a little bit while we was there. And his girl used to bring us these, the best part of this. His girl used to bring us these frozen pizzas on a regular basis. Shout out to sis. Okay. She used to bring us these frozen pizzas. We'd be starving, bro. Hadn't eaten in like 2 days type shit. You know what I'm saying? We would eat whatever we could in my house because my house was never really filled with food. At the time, my dad was renting the house from my grandma. My dad, you know what I'm saying? He a cool dude. Don't get me wrong. He could be a cool guy. But he just wasn't always stable. So, you know what I'm saying? There was never really shit there. And anything that I had, like, food-wise in the house was me. I was hustling up the money to buy that. So we rarely had shit to eat. But his girl would always slide with these fucking frozen pizzas, bro. Clutch time. Like, perfect timing. I'd be, like, literally on the edge of death. And our brains are just fried because we've been in here trying to record music and it's just not working out. You know what I'm saying? She come through with the pepperoni pizza and we cool. Did a little tombstone.
And did, stuff like that get in the way from making music, or was it?
I think life really stopped me from making music early on. I feel like I'm really I've been in my prime for a lot of years, bro. So, like, from the time that I was probably, like, 20 to now, and I'm 29 now, about to go on 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be one of them rappers that's 30 and still rapping. You know what I mean? And people, like, honestly, some people make judgments about shit like that. And to me, it's like, it don't matter how old you is. Music is music, bro. And if people love your music, they gonna love your music. It ain't gonna matter about your age. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about the music for me. So, as old as I could be 40 next year and still not be on, and I'm still gonna be rapping. I promise you that. So, but it did affect my, like, my pove. So I didn't start dropping music till just this last year. Like, really, like, dropping music on all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, and all that. And I had all the game for the longest. I had a homie that I used to rock with. He taught me a lot about, you know what I'm saying, like, the business side of music. Shout out to him, even though we don't rock with each other anymore, you know what I'm saying? He's still a good person. But, yeah, he taught me a lot about the business side of music. So then I was soaking that up. And as I was soaking that up, you know, I just started thinking to myself, like, I'm wasting my time, bro. Like, I'm wasting a lot of time. And so I dropped a project. And I got kids now, so it's like, for me, this music thing is the only thing I've ever had, bro. Like, it's always been my, like, I don't have the tenacity to go get a working man's job and break my back for somebody. I don't have that. I won't. It's not that I feel like it's stupid to do, or I feel like people that do it are dumb. It's more or less like, I know that's not meant for me. Like, in my heart, like, I know in my heart and soul, like, that's not meant for me. I'm not finna go bust my ass and break my back for somebody else and then end up with a pension that's only gonna last long enough for me to have a little bit of fun and then die. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not definitely agreeing, bro.
So I just told myself I gotta kick it into gear, bro. So I ended up starting the B4YT Productions a little late, but I've been had the fucking money and the fame, so I just been, you know, working up, getting the projects together, getting the artists together, and I met these great ass people, T. Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I've been known T since I was in 5th grade, actually, and we just recently linked back up. And then Jay, like, these are some of the greatest people I know right now, bro, and they really build me up on a regular basis, and everything just been coming together so smoothly, and I'm glad I waited. So, like, all that time in between that life was kicking me, you know what I'm saying, and busting me down and stopping me from being able to create as much as I wanted to, like, it was worth it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm here now with the team that I want, so I'm happy.
Yeah, dude. No, everything is definitely a build, man. But your process, and not just that, bro. You also do art on the side, right?
Yeah, I like to paint. I like to fuck around with the painting. I'm not as good, you know what I'm saying? I'm not as good as you, you know.
Say, bro, I'm not as good
shit
as
fire,
people,
bro.
man.
Stop playing with me. If y'all, when I'm gonna turn the camera when this shit over with so y'all can see what I'm talking about. No, I paint. I actually like to paint a lot. It's really soothing, bro. There was a time in my life where I didn't paint at all. And it was like, I think it was like 2016, 17. I was at Electric Forest. I don't know if you know what that is. Electric Forest is a EDM festival that they hold in Michigan, in Rothbury, Michigan, every year. And it's like 50,000 to 100,000. So how many people show up to that? I think it's like 50,000, 100,000 people. But they camp out for a whole week, and it's just a big-ass festival. So I went to this festival, and my homie and homegirl were there, and she was painting this painting of this mushroom. And, like, you know, obviously it's like, it's a mushroom, you know, but it was so detailed, bro, and it looked so good. I was, like, blown away as she was making it. And then when she was done making it, she gave it to me. And I was like, fucking thank you. Like, I didn't ask for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said that looks super dope, and, like, you know, just minded my business after she was making it. She's like, you can have it. It's yours. I was like, fuck yeah. So then I promised her, I was like, look, because you gave me this is like, it inspired me. Because I was like, damn, she can do that with paint. Like, I wanna be able to do that with paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to try it. And I was an artist as a kid. I loved to draw. Like, the first picture I ever drew, was Jesus. You know, everybody got that picture. Everybody, mom or dad, got that picture of Jesus hanging up. That old school picture. I know which one you guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody's got one. I feel like anybody from the fucking 60s, 70s, or 80s has got one of those motherfucking pictures in their house. So I drew Jesus for the first time. I was a really super dope ass drawer, and then I stopped doing that. I don't know. I just fell off from it. Life started happening, and just like it wasn't something that was interesting to me anymore. So she inspired me to do some more artistic shit. And so I promised her, I was like, yo, look, I will not stop painting until I can give you a painting that's this dope. And she was like, fuck yeah. So now I'm still working on it, and she's just getting doper with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, her art's super dope. Her name's Eden, by the way, if y'all want to check her out. I think it's Eden's Perspective on Instagram. Check her out. But yeah, I just started painting, bro. So now I got all these big ass paintings. Like, I have a painting in my house right now that's probably like from the ground to about right up there. It's like one of them $150 canvases, and I'm painting like this dude on it with dreads, and it's pretty dope, honestly. I'll send you a picture of it when I get home. But yeah, now I just paint on the regular. My kids love to paint too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something I could do with my kids. I just sit down and they just mess shit up, and I just mess shit up. We throw paint around. You know.
It is relaxing.
It's a good time, bro. It's soothing as fuck.
But I want to bring it back to the music, man. What is your process when making a song, a beat, whatever you do?
I think when making beats, I just go in and start fucking with loops. I start with loops. I build loops up, and then I get a solid song starter, and then I play whatever instruments that you know what I'm saying I need to play to create, and to basically give it its fullness and have a finished product. But as far as beats go, bro, like, I can make beats at any time. Like, honestly, and I've been making a lot of them lately. That's, like, been my main focus. I ain't even been recording music that much. But it's just, like, I can go in there and I can just start creating. And, like, I love the way sounds go together. And I just love, like, being the person that engineers them into place. You know what I mean? Like, that just feels so great. But recording, bro, I have a whole process with that. Like, I have to be in a good mood, you know what I mean? Like, I like recording at night. I like dim lights with, like, you know what I'm saying, the lights, like the colored lights on and shit. I like that vibe. I don't know what it is about nighttime that I thrive in. And I'm one of those people that has to have some weed. Let's just say that. I have to have some weed because it's going to kick the creative juices going. I mean, even if they're already flowing, like, the weed's just you know what I'm saying, that's just a plus because who doesn't like being, you know, a little high when they making music type shit. But my process is for writing, bro, I would say I start with a concept. I always have to have a concept. What is this song about? And the way I do that is I'll re-listen to the beat four or five times until I can honestly say I freestyled a feeling that felt right for the beat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll freestyle on the beat, fuck around, until I find those couple words that'll create a chorus. And then when I got the chorus, now I know what my concept is because my chorus is basically going to be a short summary of the song itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's my process, bro. There's really not much to it. I'm just a rapper.
But are you a harsh critic?
I am a big critic, bro. I'm a critic of even the homies. Like, I criticize the homies all the time, but I was raised on that. Like, I was raised on constructive criticism, bro. Like, all my mentors, Devontae, Zen Zen mentored me for a little bit, but it was more or less like in passing. So when we'd see him, it wouldn't be that, like, you know, it wouldn't be all the time. Zen would come through the studio that I worked at, but the dude that owned the studio at the time was like the guy who took me under his wing. He was like, yo, I'm gonna teach y'all, me and my homie Vinny, I'm gonna teach y'all how to sample records. And he had like crates and crates of records down in the basement. I'm gonna teach y'all how to sample records and record music, you know. So any chance he had when he wasn't working, he worked for Chrysler and shit. So anytime he would be home, he would be teaching us shit. And anytime he wasn't there, we'd be in the basement just working. You know what I mean? Fucking around. What was the question again? Hold on, I lost my thought.
Yeah, are you a big critic of yourself?
Okay, so the reason why I'm a big critic is because of dude. The first time I tried out to be a part of this man's like music group, right? Mm-hmm. And first time I tried out, my man's kept telling me, Vonnie was like, man, bro, he's a big constructive criticism guy. Like, bro, he's gonna give you constructive criticism. Please don't take it wrong, cause my man Vonnie know who I am, bro. You say something wrong to me, I might take it the wrong way. Back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really emotional, cause I was living a hard knock life, and so I was always on edge. So he just thought like, I was gonna say something slick, but I didn't. So when dude said what he said, he had said, he's like, you kind of sound like Tupac, and I was like, what? So like my face was just like, what you mean? He was like, not like voice, but you know what I'm saying, like your cadences match up with like the way Tupac would write his verse. And I was like, okay. Took that in constructive criticism. He didn't give me no bad review, right? So I'm thinking it's gonna be sweet. Man, I'll start recording music there. I'm getting constructive criticism every time I turn the corner, bro. He was like, this could be better. If you could write a verse in 15 minutes, that shit's trash. Like, that's what he used to tell me. If you could write a verse in 15 minutes, bro, and you're really writing a song, he's like, that shit's trash. You should never go with your first idea. You should always rewrite at least 4 or 5 times, and really, really put some effort into having the perfect song. So now, like, I'm like that with a lot of the homies. And I think sometimes it might get on their goddamn nerves. I like to, my homies to be at their greatest form, bro. So I'm going to tell you where I feel like if we're really trying to take it there, you want to be there, like, this is what, you might have to change this, or you might have to rewrite this, or say this different, you know what I'm saying? Or the way this flows don't flow right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm big on constructive criticism. I'll take it with a grain of salt because I love it. Like, honestly, right now, if somebody told me, like, hey, this is what's wrong with your music, I'd go home and contemplate that shit for the rest of the day and try to fix it.
But along with that, bro, does that make it hard to release music? Does it?
It does. Honestly, I got probably like good 200 songs, bro, that aren't released right now. Yeah. And they probably won't ever get released because I'm a perfectionist at heart. Everything has to be perfect for me. As far as like production of the song, the way that I was rapping on it. You know what I mean? Like, if I fucked up my cadence, I'm going to notice that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to notice when I'm off because I know what's on beat. So I'm really big on that. But yes, I have fucking 200, 300 songs that will probably never see the light of day because of that. But they're good songs, though. So don't get me wrong. They could actually see the light of day if I feel like... Where the fuck my water go? If I feel like coming back to it and then really reviewing it and trying to find a way to put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some choruses that are like some hooks that are gonna get used because they're hooks. They're just hooks to the song. I never wrote a verse, but they're gonna get used. They just didn't get used at that time because I didn't have the right players in place. Like right now, you just gave me a great idea. When I go back to the crib, I'm gonna find a bunch of the hooks. I'm about to start sending them to these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And fill in those blanks, bro, because we're about to put out a tape, Fuck the Money and the Fame tape here soon, where it's just us. Right after we all get all these solo projects started, because I really like for everybody in my team to feel equal, bro. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm the captain or I'm running shit on a regular basis. I want us all to be running shit because then it makes it easier to run shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you said tape. Is that like an album?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an album or a mixtape. We might put out a mixtape just for free. You know what I'm saying? For the fuck of it.
How many tracks?
If we do the mixtape with all of us, like, we got a lot of really heavy hitters, bro. T's got how many songs you got out right now, T? How many albums you got out?
All together?
Yeah, on iTunes. He got a lot. There's got to be like over
albums,
20.
I'll say like maybe like 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah,
I'm working on my 12th one now.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of them. He just got started, so, you know what I'm saying? But he's been making music for a while, too, you know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes type thing, he just busted out of his shell. But this motherfucker comes to my house almost every day with a new track. So, like, there's going to be at least 15, 20 tracks on this motherfucker.
That's what's up, man.
We're going to try to do, like, something big if we can because we're going to have so many people with creative ideas that I don't want to say. I hate saying no to the homies. Like, hey, no, let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be able to deny these motherfuckers when they're coming with fucking 20 tracks. This guy's got 12 fucking albums on iTunes. What's wrong with him? I have one. And I told myself I'd put out over 100 songs for this year and I didn't. And I think I know why that is, and it's just because, like I said, I'm a perfectionist, right? So, like, I really be wanting to put out the body of works that are going to hit the ground running and just go viral, you know what I'm saying, because of the catchy choruses or the lyrics people were really feeling the lyrics. Like, the song really captivated the people, you know what I mean? So, There's never been like a part where I'm like, oh, I'm testing this, so I'm gonna put these albums out like this. These were my test drives type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, yeah, no, I imagine it is a lot, but for this project that you're planning on, is there a specific rhythm genre you're going for?
For the Fuck the Money and the Fame project.
Yeah.
I mean hip hop, bro. I mean, unless you guys feel like doing some country. Look at
Knowing me, you know, I
He said, "Sweet Home Alabama." That's rock. That's classic rock, actually. But that should have been a country song because that shit was hitting.
Because the thing is, I don't know if you're heading into something new.
I think
because I don't know where you're at right now.
We're super diverse as far as like all of us as artists. Like, you know, my man's, he's really good with the auto tune. He's really good with the auto tune. He's really good without the auto tune. He says he's not good without the auto tune, but I know for a fact he is. He could spit some shit, bro, if he really wanted to. My man's got bars, and he knows how to do the cadences. Like, he came into my studio and showed me how to use the auto-tune, really. And he ain't never even used it like that. But the way he knows how to put in, like, layer his shit up so where the ad-libs and everything line up, bro, like, that should be hidden. So, it's going to be different, bro. It's going to be hip-hop, pop-ish. I think we're going to have, like, something for everybody because... You know, we got Merce, we got T, we got Jay, we got fucking Vonnie, we got my man's Ronnie, who's like, he sings in Spanish. He's Venezuelan. This motherfucker sings like a fucking angel in Spanish, bro. Like, yeah, just like an angel, fool. But yeah, no, he's really good, bro. And like, he's actually like a really hit. I think he's really like an underrated person because he doesn't have a lot of music out and he doesn't put himself out there like that. But he's actually going to be performing. It's the 14th, right? 14th? Yeah, Ronnie.
Dude, well, I don't know anything else you want to tell me about the project.
No, not really. That's it. We don't want to give too much information.
Yeah, for sure. Because at any time, bro, if you don't have to, bro. Just whatever you can. But also,
they events. Just let them know that it's coming, okay?
Yeah. but like events, bro. Like, when did that start for you? How was your first one?
So there's actually a really unique story. I was with an artist named Ego. Shout out to her. And we went to the show, and that's actually where we met. You know, we met T, and we met a whole bunch of other people too as well. But we went and had this show, and it was really bad turnout. There was 2 headliners. There was not even more than 30 people there at. You know, towards the beginning or towards the middle or towards any time in the show, there was no more than 20 to 15 people in the crowd. The headliners performed instantaneously and then, you know, left. So then it was just kind of like a really, really bad experience, bro. And then I paid a lot of money for us to have that slot, me and Ego. And me and her just kind of like sat down and... after the show and was just like, damn, motherfuckers might as well throw their own shows because like they're just super unorganized. The DJ wasn't ready for us. There was no set list, like my man's T was saying earlier. There was no set list in place. So we just decided to put this together a show. And we ended up we put together the first show, really went well. And since then I've been carrying on the legacy that we created, you know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, keep it alive as much as I can.
Where are some shows you've been at in Rockford that you really enjoyed?
Honestly, the shows that I've been at in Rockford that I really enjoyed.
You've done it.
That I've done?
Yeah.
You talking about our shows?
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them, bro. There hasn't not been one show that we've done that I have not enjoyed. I can honestly say that. Like, every single person was, you know what I'm saying, on point. Even the people that were, like, first-time comers, bro, and never performed on a fucking stage before were decent. They did really good, and everybody showed love, bro. That's the biggest thing about our shows. It's like, it's not like one of those things where it's like, hey, you tell everybody show love at the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody support the artists. We don't even got to tell nobody no more because people just already do that naturally because they see me, T, J, and everybody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? And they see, like, it's genuine, bro. And that's what sets my shows apart from a lot of the other shows that are being done right now in Rockford. And shout out to everybody else that's promoting shows, bro. Like, you know, I wish the best for everybody, and I'm never going to say, you know what I'm saying, we got the best show in town, because we don't, you know what I'm saying, we just got a good show. That's all it is, bro, and we just having a good time and enjoying genuine love from artists all throughout the city. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. There's not been one that I think was the best. I mean, my homie said the best show that we had was the first show. He said that. T said that.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Because
Jay said
it
that.
was packed from
Wall to wall.
when it started all the way till it ended, like literally the whole show.
But let's just say this: that first show we didn't have very good security, so there was some motherfuckers in there that didn't even have. I don't think had to that actually had to pay because they snuck in the back. So you know, so we had a little like, you know, we had decent security that time, the first show. So it was more like it was a big ass party.
First couple shows, I say that.
Well,
First couple.
but what have you learned from your first show?
What I've learned from my first show is never doubt yourself, really, because I ain't gonna lie to you, we were not thinking about that turnout, bro. We were not thinking like the turnout would end up 250 people plus, I think is what we counted that night. Yeah, so it was like it was close to 250 people, and then that was like in and out. So not at one time, not at one time was there 250 people in the building. There was 200 people in the building at one time. Our capacity there though is like 150. So like after we get to 200, it's like we gotta wait for people to cycle out and just kind of like go off of that. You know what I mean? Just because fire hazards and shit like that. We want everybody to be safe. We're running a peaceful campaign and a safe campaign. So.
Yeah, because that's a lot of things people don't know. That it's just not just inviting people and having a venue, bro. There's a lot to it, bro.
It really is, bro. Real shit. And it's one thing I've learned, bro. I think the biggest thing I've learned is that you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Something's always gonna go wrong. It's always going to happen, bro. There's going to be something wrong at every show. And somebody's always going to end up walking away in some way, feeling some type of way. And, you know, as long as you're transparent with me, bro, like I'm one of those people, bro, if you felt away and I fucked up in some way and it made you feel away, please come to me. I'm talking to the people right now. For real. Please come to me because I'm one of those people, bro. I'll talk to you. I'm not mad at you. We're not going to fight. We're not going to have an argument. I don't want to fight with you. I literally just want to know how I can fix however I wronged you because I'm one of those people that never wants to feel like I wronged you in any way. So, with that being said, it's something that's gonna grow, bro. I don't think I'm gonna do it for very, very long. I'm gonna always promote shows, but what I've been doing with these artist shows, I think I'm gonna have to fall back on. Probably like halfway through the summer, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you because I want to focus on being an artist too. You know what I mean? I don't want to be known as just a promoter in the city, which I appreciate everybody that's giving me my flowers. And my whole goal was to bring up the hip hop scene and give life to something that was dying off, you know? So I don't really want to leave people. So I'm going to try to like leave somebody in charge of it and still have it running. But like, I'm not going to be like running the shows for that much longer just because it's just something that like I love doing for people, but I can't let that be my main focus, you know, because there's other things that I want to do. And so it takes time to do those things, and it takes a lot of time doing these shows, bro. I'll tell you, though. There's a lot of artists on each show. It's like 15 artists on each show. I'm dealing with their group chat. I'm trying to keep up with them and the needs, and sometimes it's overwhelming. But, yeah, I'm going to probably fall back halfway through summer. And I'm going to let some of the homies take over and do the shows.
Now, dude, cause just on the, I did want to talk about a little bit on the freaking videos, bro, music videos.
Oh, T Lamar's got one coming that we just did. You talking about? I did one for OTO. Shout out to OTO. They have a pretty decent roster of artists, bro, and I can honestly say that like those guys are definitely, if not up next, like right behind it. Like they doing their thing, bro. Like they're busting out here right now. The artists are killing the songs, bro. But yeah, I did a video for OTO Pack. That was like the first one that I dropped that was like major, you know, and edited like perfectly. Because I did drop a couple that I dropped one that was mine that I edited, but I didn't do any transitions. It was just hard clips, hard stuff, but it still looked good. You know what I mean? But I just forgot to put transitions in, so I don't know.
And like, do you dabble in the editing a lot, or do you just like?
No, I do all of the editing for the videos. I love editing. Honestly, it's like one of my. It's like painting, bro. It's one of those creative things you can do, and it's just like it's like a blank canvas, and you can just be as creative as you want. You could literally do anything you want to an edit, And you can create, you know what I'm saying, a vibe with just like the simplest shit, bro. So, yeah, it's something I really love doing. Honestly, I really like his video right now, bro. He keep telling me, take your time, man. We take your time. We gonna drop it when we gonna drop it. But listen, I want to get it done. But as soon as he tell me taking my time, I go back into the drawing board like 50 times. Because like I said, I'm a perfectionist. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't caught on to that yet. So when he say take your time, now I'm at the drawing board like this. Man, we could do this. We could do this. I could spend $70 and do this. I could spend $100 and do this. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm always trying to make shit different, bro. And I want everybody's shit to look professional, especially when I do it. And I know my camera right now, like my camera's decent, bro. Like I'm not gonna say I'm running the best camera. Come, you know what I'm saying? Come pay me $1,000 to shoot your video, because right now I'm not worth $1,000 with the equipment I got. But I am worth the $350. You know what I'm saying? $750 if you want more than one location. I'm worth that because I'm gonna make that shit look good, and it's gonna be in 4K. You know what I mean? There's people out here shooting with 6K cameras though, so it's like I'm trying to compete. It's hard, bro.
Shoot that video, man. You want to drop it? Go ahead, man.
He said you want to drop it, go ahead, man.
Brother,
Get into it.
yeah, I don't know if you know, just by me saying that shit, bro, like, I'm not a tech person. But I'm learning.
Bro, every day I'm learning new shit. I'm really not like that super technical. And like the little shit I do know about Mac, bro, is like all been taught to me like hands on with other people. Like I have to call people every time I have a problem, bro. I'm calling all the homies that know what the fuck they talking about. I'm like, yo, bro, what is going on? How do we fix this? And if we don't fix it, I'm gonna have a fit because I'm trying to make music. Shit. But yeah, editing, my shit, bro. I really like that shit. I ain't gonna lie. And yes, T, we will drop the fucking video.
Then to drop it on fucking Monday.
We can definitely do it. I just need to put in like 3 more transitions, and I need a hard transition that's like my main transition.
All right.
And I think Jamarcus has it because he put it on one of his videos. I'm sorry, we got it.
No, you're good, bro. No, you're good, bro. Fucking no. I did just want to ask, like, to work with you, bro. Like, where does somebody have to contact you? Is there like a down deposit?
Like to work with me on the shows?
Videos.
Oh, on the videos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I would take a deposit. If you know what I'm saying, we're looking at a later date type thing, I would take a deposit most of the time. Sometimes I might not even take a deposit day of. If you want to pay me, just have the cash. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But
And dude, I want to ask you: do you direct the music video, or do you listen to what the person wants? Or
I do whatever they want if they have a good idea. Like Zig has a good idea. Sorry, I had weed in my mouth. Zig has a great fucking idea for this video that he wants to shoot. And I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to do it. I like the idea, the concept, and he's to be the first person that actually came to me with an actual idea. So that was actually fun. But most of the time, yeah, I'm directing. If that's what you're asking, I direct the videos most of the time. Like I directed OTOs, packs. Like it's called Drug Talk. Go check it out. OTO pack, man. I think it's OTO Entertainment on YouTube. But yeah, I directed that one. I semi-directed T's. T had like a basis like where he wanted to go, but he didn't really have a concept of how to like display the song or how he wanted to display the song. So we gave it, you know what I'm saying, a vibe. We put some lights up. We took it to a basketball court where he, you know, grew up right around the corner from there. So it felt like home for him. And you know what I'm saying? It was just it came together pretty nice. And then we went down to a parking garage and I made him do some shit that he would probably never do for anybody else. He sat on the edge of the we was on top of the parking garage. He sat on the edge, like looking over the end, like if you fall over, splat. You know what I'm saying? So he put his leg. All I needed him to do was to put his leg over the edge for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just 5 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, actually. The song, 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. I just needed your leg right there, right, so I could get the right shots to make it look cool, because he was rapping on the end of it. So, you know what I'm saying? You can see the city over here. And y'all gonna see the video. I'm not gonna spoil it.
bro, if you could look into the camera, bro, and then just give advice to anybody that's doing anything in the field you're doing.
Bro, if you're making music right now, bro, just do what you love, bro, and don't let nobody else like try to control you. Take constructive criticism with a grain of salt. Don't take that as a like they're trying to control you. So know the difference between control. And also, bro, if there's something that you're not able to do or you feel like you don't have access to, or if the promoters aren't giving you a chance, they don't hit me up or hit me back, go out there and do that shit yourself, bro. Like, shit, straight up. Go start a show. It's super simple to go and talk to some people and see if you can do a venue there. Like, real shit. Other than that, peace, love, and stay humble, y'all. Fuck the money and the fame. We out of here. Do this with them. Also, before we go, check it out, right? If y'all don't got one of these, go get one. Okay? It's called Different Breed, bro. Check out my man ROCKFORD.